if you've been following our journey, you'll know that we bought a sex shop, we bought a Chinese, we ripped the whole thing back to brickwork. There was rot in the bricks, there was rot on the woods, there were trees growing through brickwork. So we stripped the whole thing back. We built 11 bedrooms, 11 ensuite HMO. So we're going to go around and have a look at each room. So enjoy the journey. Hello and welcome to SW Homes YouTube channel. We're just over at our sex shop in Aldershot, which is now finally completed. So last time we were here on the previous videos, we sort of showed you around. So we're sort of going to retrace our steps and we'll start at the front of the shop, which is in this way. So this is room 1 of 6 that's in this part of the block. We'll go next door and see the Chinese that we ended up buying along the journey of this development. But as you can see, it's a really nice, light, bright space. This was the original shop front, which we knocked through. We originally stood here and talked about putting the bathroom under the stairs, and the new staircase runs up behind this kitchenette. So we've sort of used the central part of the building to locate all the rooms around the stairs to minimise the amount of corridor space that we'd lose. You can see here all the ensuite or all the HMO rooms that we do. We make like little studio flats. This is about 18-20 square metres, so it's a decent size. They all come with their own cupboards, so they can put their own storage. You know, sugar, tea, coffee, ketchup, cheese, got their own fridges in here as well, and a little microwave oven as well. So it sort of means if in the morning they want to have a cup of tea in the morning or have their cereal in their room, they can do, and there's plenty of space to sort of enjoy with a TV. And then we've got, on here we've got access to the front door, so you can see on here who's at the front door. You can let them in if you've got an Amazon or a pizza coming, and full underfloor heating. So let's go have a look at some other rooms. Okay, cool. So we're back in the communal area. I just want to quickly talk about the lettering system, because we've got 266A and 266B. We thought numbering them 1 to 6 and 1 to 5 would be all very complicated. So next door in the Chinese, if you look at the front, we've got A to E, and then on the building on the right, we've got F to K. And the reason for that is on maintenance longer term, if the boiler has gone or the heating system needs looking at or is a small leak, it could be quite confusing with, is it 266A room B or 266B room B? So we decided to name them all independently just for long term really. So we'll see how that goes. Got a little notice board up here which has got the recycling. We've put the months of which the flat is responsible for putting the bins out. So we sort of set the rules right at the start, so when they move in they all know what they've got to do. And then these little shoe racks we've got, which are really good, just means that they've got somewhere to put their shoes, so they're not traipsing through the house with shoes on. If you give them a home for them to live, you know, then it works really well. So anyway, we'll come through here and have a look at the kitchen. So in here you can see we've got a little breakfast bar, which is perfect for someone just to have their breakfast in the morning, grab something to eat. We've got 2 big fridge freezers in here as well, so there's plenty of space. Not only have they got fridges in every room, but they've also got 2 big fridges, 2 big freezers, so there should be plenty of cold space. We've also got a dishwasher in this one. And my other HMOs, I haven't put dishwashers in because I didn't want the plates to pile up and it to be a bit of a problem. So we'll see how that goes, but that should work quite good. And then plenty of cupboards. They've got a cupboard out here each, and a nice oven and kitchen facilities. So this is room G at the back. Come have a look at this one. You can see the underfloor heating's working perfectly. We've got everything set at 20 degrees, so it's nice and comfortable. Just took my coat off because it's nice and warm. Equally, the reason we try not to use radiators, well, we tried it on this one, we've used radiators next door because we had a slightly tighter budget, but in here we've gone full underfloor heating. So if the tenant wants it at 25 degrees, they can put the underfloor heating set to 25 degrees and their room is on a zone, so their room will warm up, but the rest of the house will stay quite cool. And it means that the heating system's only got to get that water to 25 degrees. If we had a radiator on the wall or under the window, not only are you losing wall space to put wardrobes and beds and to make spaces work a little bit better, but the radiator's got to get up to like 50 or 60 degrees of heat to heat the room. So something that's something to think about if you're doing these type of developments. Okay, so that's 2 on the ground floor. We've got another 2 on the first floor and 2 up in the second floor. So let's go and take a look. In here, this is a cupboard which is behind the kitchen. We've actually made this into like a ironing cupboard, hoover cupboard, and we've actually got a locked door in here as well, which is there for the CCTV and for the internet, so the tenants can't play around with that. So this is that new staircase we positioned over the existing stairs, which we did make a bit of a late change because we were going to come through the room at the front here, which is room H. So difficult to remember all the names. But yeah, come and have a look in here and you'll see what we've done with this room. It meant that we could keep the width of it and make it a nice, big, spacious room. We're actually getting over £1,000 a month for this room, but it's lovely. It's like a little studio flat. We've got double wardrobes built in. Most of the rooms, all but 3, I think, have got built-in wardrobes that we bought from Dunelm or IKEA or somewhere. But most of them we try and do built-in wardrobes where we can. Got a little ensuite in here, and then we've got the little kitchenette with a little study area. TV, I try and get the TVs in front of the beds as much as possible, and we've gone for all the black fittings and fixtures everywhere just to give it that element of class. So let's go have a look at the next one. So the second one on this floor is the biggest one out of all 11. So it was because it was in the L shape. We couldn't get a 7th bedroom in the council we operate in, so we decided to make this into almost like a 1-bed flat. So we put its own independent kitchen in. We've got its own washing machine as well, its own fridge freezer. So it means that we can take a bit of the load off of the pressure downstairs. There's only 5 really using the main kitchen. There's still cooking facilities, but it just means that we get that extra premium in rent. So we've managed to design it with a little sofa, little TV area, and then down here, if you remember, this was the part where all the floor was completely caved in. The brickwork on this side was completely destroyed. It had roots growing through it. The floor was missing, and it was a bit more of a spend than we actually thought. We probably spent another 20 grand on this site, to be honest. But we bought the building pretty well, and we sort of accommodated for a back to brick. We just didn't realise how much work we're gonna have to do in this space. But as you can see, it makes a lovely big bedroom, TV in front of the bed, and they've got a bathroom to the right here, which is a lovely size for one person to enjoy. So that's it for this floor. There's 2 more upstairs, and then we'll go and look at next door and see those layouts. Let's go have a look upstairs. So these two, the room to the left is, or room to your right is room J, and a room K. So we designed the building where we've gone A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, front to back. We'll start in room K quickly. You can see it was one of the smallest rooms on the site. We wanted to make a bit of a feature, put like a floor to ceiling window in, give it lots of light. We've sort of squeezed in a nice little kitchen area with a built-in wardrobe, and then we actually made the ensuite that a little bit bigger just to make the walls in alignment. This one's got a 1500 shower tray, so it's a lovely size for someone to use. You can see there's loads of space in here. We've also gone for wall-mounted units for that little bit of extra bit of class. All vanity units with units underneath. We've got space inside the mirrors, lit mirrors, and we've got shaver points as well. So it's all those little hotel touches which I think make a big difference, because if I'm paying this type of money to live somewhere, I want to make sure I've got that hotel feel. We furnish most of them. We use IKEA and Dunelm depending on what deals and size of beds we need. Always put under storage for beds as well, just so the tenant's got the best experience possible. And let's go and look at the last one. And then this last one is room J. It's the one that's at the front of the building on the 2nd floor. It's actually my favourite one, to be honest. We managed to tuck the kitchen right out of the way, so you've got this nice bit of lino to stop any milk spillages, nice big meter storage cupboard behind where the camera is, and then this lovely space. So it's got nice feeling. The design is really important in these schemes, because we managed to get a lovely ensuite in here. We used the Velux above the toilet to really push the toilet as far to the front as possible, which then meant we could bring the kitchen over and bring the door over. So it all works really nice. Yeah, nice little seating area here for them to put their own sofa in if they want, but there's low level TV point here for their TV, and it's got amazing views of the park. So in all our developments, we always provide an analogue or digital TV aerial. It just means if they want Freeview and don't want to pay for Virgin or Netflix, then they can still watch terrestrial TV. But that's it for this side. We'll go next door, we'll go and have a look in the garden, and I'll show you around the other 5 next door. So we're back on the ground floor, coming through the communal area, through the kitchen, which is a communal kitchen space, and then we'll go and have a look at the courtyard outside. Okay, so outside you can see we've now created this courtyard. By buying the building next door, we really could sort the back of this building out. We've gone for external wall insulation, so we've got like a 70mm external installation with a Weber 1-coat render, so it shouldn't really need any maintenance from now on in. We've got new sewer pipes up the building, all the ventilation and ducting. You can see one of our air source heat pumps, which is on now. It's working at a good capacity and it's very quiet. We've taken it off the floor just so we can use the space underneath. We've got some bike racks going in here, and we've got like a nice communal table for all of the tenants to use and sort of co-live together, if you like. The windows downstairs, we obscured the bottom so you can have sort of bit of privacy in both these rooms at the rear. Planners love that, and then we kept the window clear at the top for natural light. We've got these nice outdoor lights as well, which are just down lights to give this a bit of space and a bit of light once night falls. Come have a look at the next building. Okay, so welcome to the Chinese. So as you can see, you've got rooms A, B, C, D and E in here, and then F to K next door. Exactly the same information apart from the different license, because we've got 2 separate HMO licenses, and again that locked storage cupboard which is in here to hide all the CCTV and all the internet cables. So this is the communal area that we've now made that all 5 tenants can use together. See a nice galley kitchen. It certainly is better than the kitchen that was here previously. This was the old shop front, and this was that groggy old kitchen that was at the back. So that's all been taken out now. We've managed to put a free station little workstation in here for laptops and computers and breakfast and so on. And a nice little communal area to watch the football, sports, movies together with your cohabitants. And we've gone for a black and white theme on all the photos and around both buildings. So these are all local landmarks in and around the area. So we've just made it feel a bit more homely and a bit more warm, and kept the same colour and theme as next door. We didn't want to go crazy and start putting stupid walls up and different colours where it's just going to be maintenance problems. We just kept the same colour, all the nice fittings. In this one, so there's 5 in here. We've got 1 on the ground floor, which is at the back. We've got 2 on the first floor, which is with the utility room, which they can all use. And then we've got 2 more upstairs, which we really had to work the space to get 2 with en suites. We were originally going to have an off suite on the first floor, but we managed to work with the layout on site. So come have a look. So off the communal corridor is room A. Again, nice use of space here. We didn't need a huge landing next door, so we sort of use this little alcove. These ones aren't as big as next door because we never intended to buy just this building, but it made sense on a commercial valuation basis to buy both at the same time. You can see by the window here that we had the obscure glass at the bottom, which just gives you that little bit of privacy, but lots of nice light. And then we've got these roller blinds as well, which are all blackout blinds, which sort of go back up nice and slow as well. So nice little touches. And then this is the little extension that was an old timber shell that we knocked down and we just rebuilt this. Little shower toilet basin, and used the other corner of this building to house all the air source heat pump and hot water. So that's it for downstairs. Just want to remind you, down on this floor, originally there was this horrible big metal flue that went right up the building, and that was really why I wanted to buy this building, is to make next door look nicer. So mission accomplished really. So let's go have a look upstairs and I'll show you the other 2. So on this floor we've got rooms B and C, and we've got this little utility room here which we've designed. So we've got a fire door in here, 2 washer dryers, and then a storage cupboard for all the hoovers and irons and ironing boards and stuff. So they've got a bit of community space. Let's go have a look in room B first. So this is probably my favourite one on this site. It's a lovely size at the front. Again, got nice views of the park. Got this lovely great big sort of storage cupboard for suitcases and a hanging pole. And then in here we've got the ensuite as well, which is really good size. You can see we've got shower toilet basin, nice quad, exactly what you'd expect really. And these rooms, we're getting between £750 and £1,300 a month, which is great. And that does include the rent, the heating, the electricity, the water, the council tax and the internet. So they're getting like an all-in-one package, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, if you're interested or know anyone that's interested and wants to live in sort of Hampshire and Surrey, do let us know, and we're constantly putting these units up every 6 months to a year. So let's go and look at another one. Okay, so the last one on this floor before we go and look at the final 2 upstairs. So the original design was to actually have this as an off suite for one of the rooms upstairs, but we managed to design it, which we'll show in a second. We then increased the size of that en suite and then pushed this one back slightly. So these are a little bit quirky, these 2 rooms at the rear. They've got the angles to deal with, but they're still 9 square meters, which is like 1.5 meters bigger, 2 meters bigger than what minimum space standards are. And it works, you know, it's got a walk-in, you know, perfectly good sized double bedside units. It's got a built-in wardrobe, kitchenette and an ensuite. So what more do you need? So it's these 2 rooms that I'm most proud of on this development, not because of their size or the wow factor, it's purely because they work. These are 8 square meter size rooms within minimum space standards. We managed to get a full working kitchen with a fridge and the oven. The bed works, there's a lot of usable head height, and we've got a nice window over the stairs with the blinds. Full functioning modern suite, which works great. Got nice size shower toilet basin, and it's got a built-in cupboard. So all that works for this one, and then we'll go next door and take a look at that one. And then the final bedroom, room E, which is again a diddy one, not as big as I like to normally build, but because of next door and it made sense to buy it, we managed to get again 7.5 square meter room with an ensuite, with a kitchen and a built-in wardrobe. So that's it for this site. Really enjoyed doing it. It's taken almost a year from buying the first one to buying the second one to down in tools to finishing this one to get it all ready to let. And it's really good. We've gone all for the solar panels. We've got the batteries in both of them, underfloor heating in one. We've got radiators in this one, so we can do a bit of analysis now and see how much energy we're actually using and saving versus doing underfloor heating and paying the expense at the front end. If you're interested in these type of videos or interested in these type of investments and want to get in touch, please do. It's SW Homes Limited on Instagram or YouTube. It's SW Homes. So yeah, please subscribe, like, comment anything below. We'll answer your questions. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. See you later.